Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm really excited to be sharing with you my curriculum for this coming school year. And so today's video, I'm just going to be sharing what we're doing for reading, writing, math, and language arts. If you're new to my channel, my name's Deanna and I have 4 kids. They are 2, 5, 7, and 9, almost 10. And so this school year, I will have a kindergartner, a 3rd grader, and a 5th grader. So in today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you kind of our core subjects. And then I'm going to make my next video and talk about our history, science, and kind of our morning basket materials. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll share with you what we're using this year. All right, so I'm going to start out with handwriting. If you've watched my previous curriculum videos, then this is not going to be any surprise to you. This year we are going to continue with Handwriting Without Tears. And so I went ahead and got 2 books for each of the kids because we tend to work through 2 books in a year. For my kindergartner, I got her this one, Letters and Numbers for Me. And then the next one is called My First School Book, which is a little green one. So I got her those 2 books to use this year for kindergarten. Then for my son, who's going to be starting 3rd grade, he started his first cursive book this year, kind of at the second half of the year. And so these are the next 2 cursive books in the series. So the first one I got for him is just called Cursive Handwriting. And then the next one is called Cursive Success. So those are the 2 books that he'll be working through this year. And then for my daughter, who's going to be in 5th grade this year, this is actually the last book in the Handwriting Without Tears series completely. She has already finished all of the cursive books, and then they had one last print book. So she's going to be doing this can-do print book. Then I decided to also get her this Scholastic writing little workbook. It's designed for 5th grade, and I thought it would just be another way for her to practice her writing skills. So that is what I'm planning to use with her this year for handwriting. All right, for math this year, we are going to be continuing with Math UC. My kindergartner is going to be doing the Math UC primer or primer. My son, who is going to 3rd grade, is going to be starting Math UC Gamma, which is all about multiplication. And then my oldest daughter is going to be starting the it's heavy, the Math UC Delta, and this starts to deal with division. So that is what each of the kids will be doing this year for math. So this past year we did language lessons for living education for our language arts, and so I decided to continue with that in this coming year. And so I just bought the next 2 levels of that for my kids. My son, who's going to be in 3rd grade, is going to be doing level 3 of language lessons for living education, and then I bought my daughter level 4. This past year I went ahead and decided to put her at level 3 just to make sure that she really understood all the parts of speech and all the things that she needed to learn to build a strong foundation for language and writing. And so even though she's going to 5th grade, we're going to be doing level 4 this year. I think it'll be great, and she can just do level 5 next year. So I think this will be a great fit for her, and so I'm looking forward to using this curriculum again this year. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to share for this video is going to be the reading curriculum. So for my kindergartner, we're going to be starting off with All About Reading level 1. I have really enjoyed All About Reading. I've taught both my older kids to read using this curriculum. I think it's excellent. And so she's going to be picking up with level 1 this year and just starting off, you know, learning her basic letter sounds and making simple words. And I'm really hoping that this will be a good fit for her and that she'll enjoy it as much as the other kids did. And then my son, who's going to be in 3rd grade, he's going to be doing the last level of All About Reading, which is level 4. And so his reading has really improved over this past year. And so I'm really excited for him to do this level next year and just to continue to see his reading improve. And then for my daughter, who's going to be in 5th grade, we're not going to have a specific reading curriculum, but she's going to be reading through just different chapter books throughout the year. So what I did is I kind of started researching some different chapter books for girls her age. I looked at Sunlight curriculum and their recommendations for chapter books. I looked at, I think, Beautiful Feet. I looked at Heart of Dakota. I looked at The Good and the Beautiful, and just seeing different books that these different homeschool curriculum companies recommend for her age group. And I just kind of started compiling my own list of books for her age range. Then after I had that list, I went to my local library's website and I just kind of flagged the books that were already available at our local library. Then what I did is I went to thriftbooks and I decided to purchased some of these books that were not available to us at our library. And then a few of the books I purchased new on Amazon. So I'm just going to share some of these with you real quick and just go through them very quickly. But if you have a daughter who is about 9 or 10 and you want some good chapter book ideas, then maybe write down some of these and see if they're a good fit for your child. So I'll start with the books that I got from Thrift Books. The first one is called The Sign Painter's Secret, The Story of a Revolutionary Girl. The second book is called The Christmas Dolls, and it's by Carol York. The next book is some historical fiction, and it's called Girlhood Journeys, and it's a story about a girl named Juliet. So this is a treasury that contains several different animal arc stories all in one larger book. The next one is called Pocahontas and the Strangers, and the author is Clyde Robert Bula. I think I'm saying that right. And this is another one that he's written. It's called Squanto, Friends of the Pilgrims. The next book is called The Secret of the Seal, and it's by Deborah Davis. So that's that one. This is called Esperanza Rising, and it looks like a really interesting book. It's by Pam Ryan. So I'm excited to read this one as well. Maybe we'll do it as a read aloud. The next one, another Clyde Robert Bula book. This one is called Viking Adventure, and this one will also line up with our history curriculum that we're going to be doing this year. And then the last Thrift Books book that I picked out for her is book 1 in this Horse Diaries series. I think we're going to enjoy borrowing these from our local library as well. This is the last little stack of books. These books were all purchased on Amazon because they were actually cheaper to buy new than they were to buy used on Thrift Books. So the first one is a biography, and this is a story of Helen Keller. The next one is another Clyde Robert Bula book, and it's called A Lion to Guard Us. These next two books are both written by Margaret Davidson, and this one is 9 True Dolphin Stories, and this one's called 5 True Dog Stories. Again, my daughter really likes books about animals, so I thought she would enjoy those. They're pretty small books. This next one is a series of books that we have really enjoyed. It's book 20 in the Imagination Station series, and so we have all the other books. So this is the next book in this series. So I think this one might be one we read aloud because both of my older kids really enjoy this series. The next book is called The Cabin Faced West. Then we actually already read this one. This one's called Hannah of Fairfield. Really sweet book. And then my daughter actually already read this one too. This one's called Sarah Witcher's Story, and it's by Elizabeth Yates, and it's a really good story about a little girl who gets lost and just things that happen to her while she's trying to find her family again. So that is the stack of books that I have already for my daughter for this coming year, and I'm sure she's going to fly through these, and we're going to be definitely using our library quite a bit as well. So that's everything I had to share in today's video. I'm going to be doing a second video talking about history, science, and also kind of our morning basket things. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoy watching other people's curriculum videos. I think it just is so fun to share ideas and get excited about the new school year. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.